So whether you're a new or a veteran in the small business community, you're inevitably going to go through some doubts in your small business. So if you have these doubts as well, here are 5 tips in 5 minutes on how to get over these doubts, ruts, or whatever you want to call it. First things first, you have to understand that running a small business and its learning curve is super steep. From understanding how to start a website, to learning how to take professional photos for your products, to, just the whole logistics, and of course, the taxes of it all. And if you don't already know, you're not alone in this. A lot of small business owners also go through this, and especially when you're a beginner in the small business world, this is no doubt going to be a challenge. Point is, you're not alone in these struggles. I remember when I first got my Silhouette Cameo to cut my stickers, and I had the hardest time getting it to work properly. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on tips and tricks to cut the stickers evenly, and to be honest, it got to the point where I thought about just packing it up and returning it and just giving up stickers altogether. But had I given up, I wouldn't have been able to sell hundreds of stickers to this date. You have to remember that everything takes time, patience, and a lot of practice. Giving up is just quitting early. So the next tip is to check where you were a year ago. If you're anything like me, you have everything documented on your social media, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. It's always going to be some footprint or receipts of where I was, what I was doing, and if you don't have any of those, check back on your old work. I'm sure you have a physical copy or digital copy of maybe your art or your old work. But the great thing about documenting your journey is that you have receipts of where your business was. And trust me, every time I look back at my old posts or my old artwork, it's definitely humbling. It's always great to see these small improvements, whether it's on camera and seeing myself talk more confidently, my art getting better, and seeing more professional photos being taken. It's always great to see these small improvements and great to celebrate these small wins. So the next tip is to be patient and understand that success does not grow overnight. I think a lot of the times as small business owners, we expect too much too fast. We set goals that are way too high and we don't necessarily think about how to get there or what might hinder us from getting there. And that's not to say that we shouldn't dream big, but we should also set realistic goals. And of course, there's definitely exceptions to this rule. There are people out there that have way more experience in the small business community and can exceed these goals faster than others. Or, you might go viral one day on your social media and you sell out all your products. But for the average small business owner, that percentage is very small and you don't want to rely yourself on that small possibility. So instead, we just have to be more patient and wait for our time to shine. Plus, overnight success is not always the way to go. Think about how new business owners don't always have the right foundation to run a small business sustainably. Just think about how when you were a new business owner, did you know how to pack your orders correctly, the logistics, the cost of everything to make sure that you are being profitable? If you're anything like me, I'm sure the answer is going to be no. I 100% did not know what I was doing when I first started out, but through time and tribulations and just learning from my mistakes, I got to be where I am today. So the key to a successful and sustainable company is through hard work and patience. So the next tip is easier said than done, but it is to not compare yourself to others, especially small business owners. It's so easy nowadays to see how other people are doing, especially since we're so encouraged to document our life, our business journeys, and everything. So you can see every little bit of someone's business journey. But as people say, social media is just a highlight of people's day, not really their reality. Not a lot of creators show, the blood, sweat, and tears to get their business running. I know I don't do that. I don't show myself cutting every little sticker from my sticker sheet because my Silhouette Cameo was broken, because that's not pretty, that's not glamorous, and I'm sure a lot of creators, small business owners don't do that as well. They just show, them packing orders or them having a lot of sales because that's pretty. So I feel like when you're comparing yourself to others, you're immediately flooded with a lot of negative thoughts of, why is that not me? When am I gonna get there? Am I gonna ever feel successful? And these negative thoughts are not gonna be beneficial to your small business. It's just gonna make you wanna quit even more. And like I said before, quitting is just giving up. So stop comparing yourself to others, because as cliche as it sounds, you're on your own journey. So the next tip is to ask for feedback. And as scary as that sounds, it's so important to ask for feedback from others. Because if you don't, you'll always be stuck where you are and you won't necessarily be growing. So start getting feedback from your friends, your family, or even your followers from social media, because they'll usually give you honest feedback of what they like, what they don't like, what they would love to see in your business. So having feedback is just so instrumental to your success. And with those feedback, you're able to improve on your business, and then of course getting more sales because you're improving your product. So ask for feedback even though it's scary. So those are the 5 tips and a quick pep talk on just getting out of a small business doubt or rut, or even if you're just a person trying to start a small business. I hope these tips helped you out. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to more videos like this.